Today I'm going to be rebuilding the Philadelphia 76ers around Tyrese Maxey. We are going to be trading away Joel Embiid and Paul George. Tyrese Maxey is 23 years old, so what I'm planning on doing is rebuilding a younger team around Maxey. Obviously, we all know he's an up-and-coming star for this team, so I'm going to be rebuilding around him. Joel Embiid's 30 years old, Paul George is 34, so we're going to trade them and hopefully get a bunch of good role players on this team to put beside Tyrese Maxey. For Joel Embiid, we should be able to get two really good players. Possibly the same can be said about Paul George. Obviously, we have Jared McCain, who's up to 83 overall, which is insane. As a starter, he has been playing so good in real life. It's amazing. He's averaging I believe around 20 points per game as a starter for the Philadelphia 76ers at the time of this recording. He's amazing. An amazing pick for this team, and I'm excited to see what he could do in the video and in real life. Kelly Oubre Jr. will probably be trading away, and the reason for that is in 2K simulation, he's just horrible. His efficiency is horrible. He's a horrible defender, and we're not going to be keeping him. Yabusele, we will be keeping. Hopefully, we can give him a longer contract this offseason. He's been an amazing get for this team also. I'm really excited that the 76ers picked him up, and he's been phenomenal for this team. Obviously, we have Caleb Martin, Kyle Lowry, and one of the best rebounders in the league, Andre Drummond. And I'm going to start with a Joel Embiid trade, I believe, or a Paul George trade. I'm not sure which one. I'm going to look around a little bit and see what we can get back for them in return. And when I come across some trades that I like, I'm going to be showing y'all. So for trade number one, I think we're going to be pulling this trade off here for RJ Barrett. We would have to give up Paul George, and in return from the Toronto Raptors, we get RJ Barrett and Chris Boucher. I think this is a really good trade for us. RJ Barrett's a good three-point shooter, a good defender, and he's a small forward, which we'll need after we get rid of Paul George. So I think this is a trade we're going to be pulling off. There's also a lot of other good trades, but I think this one makes the most sense because we are going to need a small forward. And RJ Barrett would be an amazing small forward to have on this team. As you guys can see, there's a bunch of other good trades also. Like we can get Desmond Bane, but I think RJ Barrett's the best trade as of right now. That would fit our team at this moment. So we're going to go ahead and pull this trade off and see how things play out. Again, he's also young. He's 24 years old. He's 1 year older than Tyrese Maxey, which is going to play out perfectly for us. Hopefully, he's still going to progress in 2K. He's only 24, which is also another bonus. And we're going to go ahead and send away Paul George. We're not getting too much in return for him, but it's enough. And now we get Chris Boucher. I don't know how to pronounce his name. Where is he? Chris Boucher and RJ Barrett. And now we're going to be trading away our star, Joel Embiid, because we're going to have a new star in Tyrese Maxey. Let me see what we can get for Joel Embiid. We're going to need a power forward and a new starting center, so that's what I'm going to be looking for. So earlier, the New York Knicks were offering us Karl Anthony Towns and Mitchell Robinson. A lot of the trades teams were offering us before the Paul George trade, they're not offering us anymore. I'm not sure why exactly that is, but I don't know why. They're not offering us the same trades they were before. And I'm going to try getting Karl Anthony Towns so we can push to be our power forward. And we also get Mitchell Robinson to be our starting center. We would send them Adam Bonner and Joel Embiid. This would be funny if Joel Embiid ended up in New York. As we all know, the New York Knicks fans hate Joel Embiid, so this would honestly be hilarious. But I don't know if they're going to accept this trade. Let's see. And they don't. Okay, so now I have another trade in mind that a team was offering us. They were offering us Pascal Siakam and Miles Turner, but that trade is also not here for some reason, which I do not understand why the same trades are not being offered for us. But Miles Turner could be our starting center, and Pascal Siakam could be our starting power forward. He's an amazing three-point shooter, defender, rebounder, all of that. So let's see if we can make this trade possible. And they decline. Okay, that's surprising that they're declining this trade. What if we send them... Is this a trade that I tried doing? Yes, it was, and they declined that. Okay. Who else can we send you guys that we don't need on this team? 1-star value. Chris Boucher. Yeah, I guess that would work, but they're not interested. Okay, so it looks like we're going to have to give up first round picks to get Joel Embiid off this team. What is this? And yeah, that's exactly what we just had to do right now. Give up our own first round pick to get Joel Embiid off this team. That is insane. Teams should be offering us 5 first round picks for Joel Embiid. But clearly that's not the case. And now we have ourselves a super team. Tyrese Maxey, the leader, Jared McCain, RJ Barrett, Pascal Siakam, and Miles Turner. I think we're going to run with the starting 5 for this season and see how things play out. We have an amazing starting 5. Our bench may need some improvement. I'm still going to be trading away Kelly Oubre Jr. As I told you guys, his efficiency in NBA 2K is horrible, so we're not going to be keeping him around. But I think we may be good with other players. Kyle Lowry has pretty awful efficiency in 2K as well, so we may also need to move on from him. So we may make 2 more trades before we get to simulating. This here is a trade I believe I'm going to be pulling off. We got Mitchell Robinson, who's on a 2-year contract. Andre Drummond's only on a 1-year contract, and we may not be able to bring him back, but that'll be fine because we're going to have Mitchell Robinson around. I'm going to go ahead, pull this trade off, and now we have Mitchell Robinson as our backup center. And he's an amazing rebounder, and we all know Miles Turner isn't really a good rebounder, but Mitchell Robinson can fill in that gap of rebounding for our team. And now I think we're going to be getting ourselves a new backup point guard, and then we will be ready. Today is our lucky day. We can get Scottie Pippen Jr. from the Memphis Grizzlies for Kyle Lowry, another young, amazing point guard in the league who's been playing phenomenal for the Memphis Grizzlies. Could be our backup point guard. He's a good playmaker, good scorer, and a good perimeter defender. So I think we're going to go ahead and pull this trade off. I would have pulled this trade off here, but Tyus Jones is on a 1-year contract, and I don't think we're going to be able to bring him back. So we're going to go ahead and pull this trade off for Scottie Pippen, who's on a 4-year, $9 million contract, which is insanely cheap for him because he's an amazing point guard. And that's it for the trades. We're going to see how this team plays. Where is our boy Scottie Pippen Jr.? There he is. Let's put him as our backup point guard. I'm going to simulate game 1 against the Milwaukee Bucks. Let's see if we're able to defeat them with our new team. And we do just that, which is hopefully a good sign. Miles Turner, 24, 18 from Maxey, 16-point double-double from Pascal Siakam, Jared McCain with 13, RJ Barrett with 13. So now I'm going to be simulating probably till the end of this season, and hopefully we make the playoffs. I'll see you guys there. Never thought we were going to be making a trade at the trade deadline, but we are going to be doing just that. We're going to be trading away Miles Turner for a different center. The reason for that is Miles Turner's contract is running out this offseason, and we're not going to have the money to re-sign him. So there's no point on hanging on to him. He's been amazing for us. He's a great 3-point shooter. It sucks that we have to move on from him. I wanted to keep him around for a while, but I guess that's not going to be happening anymore. The one flaw he has in his game is his rebounding. As we know, he's not the best rebounder, so we're going to go ahead and target Mark Williams, who's an amazing rebounder. He's a good interior defender, and he's a good scorer. He's not a good 3-point shooter, but he is a good inside scorer, which is just fine. And we also get Grant Williams, who we probably won't be playing. We could trade him in the offseason for picks or a different player if we want to. But yeah, this is the only trade we're going to be pulling off this for the rest of this season. We're going to be acquiring Mark Williams and Grant Williams for Miles Turner. It sucks we have to get rid of him, but there's nothing we can do about it. We won't have the salary. We won't have the money to bring him back this offseason, so there's no point in keeping him around. So we're going to be trading him for Mark Williams, who's still on his rookie contract. So that's it for this season, and now I'll be seeing you guys at the end of this season, where hopefully we can make the playoffs, because so far, we're not playing the best, but I still think we're a playoff team. At the end of season number 1, Luka Doncic wins MVP, Jared McCain wins Rookie of the Year. Let's go. So our rookie, Jared McCain, wins Rookie of the Year. He was pretty good. His efficiency towards the start of the season was bad, but towards the end of the season, he picked it up a lot. Before he was shooting under 40%, now he's shooting 43 from the field. Amazing offense, playmaking, good player all around. Amin Thompson wins 6th Player of the Year. Wemby wins Depoy. Cade Cunningham Most Improved. Stephen Curry wins Clutch Player of the Year. Jason Kidd Coach of the Year. And Daniel Wells, the Indiana Pacers Executive of the Year. Let's see if we get any players on any All-NBA selections. Let's see if we get Tyrese Maxey. There's Joel Embiid with the Indiana Pacers. Him and Tyrese Halliburton's pick and rolls must be insane. That is crazy. I didn't think about that. Yep, Tyrese Halliburton's there, but we do not get our boy Tyrese Halliburton. Sorry, not Tyrese Halliburton, Tyrese Maxey here, which kind of sucks because he actually played really well. Stephen Curry's here. I was about to call him Stephen Curry. That's insane. Do we get any all-defensive team selections? We do not, so we get no players on all-defense or all-NBA. Joel Embiid made it on both. Miles Turner would have made it for us, but we traded him to the Charlotte Hornets. Okay. And we were the 6th seed. We were a lot worse than I thought we would be. I thought we were going to be a lot better than this, but we only won 44 games and lost 38. We were barely above 500. We were struggling to keep it above 500. I honestly thought we wouldn't be making the playoffs. Last game we won, luckily, and we were able to do just that, but it was a struggle making it to the playoffs, to be honest. Let me show you guys our player stats here before we get into the playoffs. So Tyrese Maxey put up 28 points per game. That's why I'm surprised he didn't make it on All-NBA, but he was an All-Star, which is amazing. His first All-Star? No, he was not an All-Star either. Okay. That makes no sense at all. 28 points per game player does not make it on the All-Star team or All-NBA. But Pascal Siakam was phenomenal for us, shooting 40% from the three-point line, a good playmaker. Tyrese Maxey isn't a good playmaker in 2K simulation. In real life, he's not really much of a playmaker either. He's more of a scorer. He's like a shooting guard. So it's good. It's a good thing we got Pascal Siakam and RJ Barrett because they're good playmakers and they could help Tyrese Maxey in the starting lineup with playmaking. And RJ Barrett was phenomenal as well for us. His three-point shooting wasn't the best, but offensively he was still pretty great. Basically 11 from Mark Williams, which is amazing. 10 from Jared McCain, 10 from Caleb Martin. Towards the end of the season, I pushed Caleb Martin to be our shooting guard and pushed Jared McCain to the bench. The reason for that is Caleb Martin's defense is a lot better, and we had one of the worst defenses in the league when Jared McCain was our starting shooting guard, so I decided to make him our sixth man, and I think that's what we'll do also for the future, because he's not the best defender. He doesn't have any defensive badges in 2K or anything like that. And then here's the rest of the team. Scottie Pippen was amazing in limited minutes. In round number 1, we're going to be going up against the Miami Heat, who have Jimmy Butler, Tyler Hero, and Bam Adebayo. We had an opportunity to get Bam Adebayo and Tyler Hero for Joel Embiid, but we needed a center and a power forward, so I decided not to pull that trade off. And let's see if we're able to defeat the Miami Heat, or are we going to be getting eliminated in round number 1? Let me fix up our player minutes, and then we'll get right into this. So yeah, we're going up against the Miami Heat. Somehow they were the 3rd overall team, which makes no sense, because on paper, we're the way better team, but in 2K, we were clearly not. If we don't make it past the 1st or 2nd round, we're probably going to make some trades. Not many. We're probably going to make one trade, which may be for Pascal Siakam, but he played phenomenal, so I'm not sure about that just yet. The reason we would trade him is he's 31 years old and the rest of our team is pretty young. That would be the only reason. But let's see if we can make it past the 1st round. Game 1 is a loss. Jimmy Butler 25, Tyrese Maxey 28. Game number 2 is also lost. That is insane. How are we so bad? That makes zero sense to me. Because on paper, our team is phenomenal, but When we play, we're pretty bad for some reason, which makes absolutely no sense. Perhaps I should come up with a little coach game plan. I doubt we're going to make it past the first round, but it may help, so you never know. So I did come up with a coach game plan. Is it going to work? Let's see. Game number 3, we do win, so the coach game plan seems to have worked. Tyrese Maxey goes off for 37 points, 25 from Barrett, 23 from Pascal Siakam, 13 from Mark Williams, and 12 from Caleb Martin. Can we tie the series up? And we do just that. So the series is tied at 2-2 apiece. Tyrese Maxey explodes for 41 points. He's averaging 34 points per game. That is insane. Let's see how our defense was. Seems to have worked on Bam Adebayo, that's for sure. Hopefully we can keep this up for another 2 games. Let's see. And we're up 3-2 just like that. Okay. So we may have a chance to advance to the next round, which I did not think was possible. Tyrese Maxey, 35 points, double-double from Pascal. And we win. So we win in Game 6 against the Miami Heat. Let's see how our team played in that game. Maxey for 32, Pascal Siakam, 26. Triple-double from RJ Barrett. Let's go. He's shooting 42% from the three-point line. And now it looks like we're versing our old teammate, Joel Embiid. This team is a second overall rank. Oh my god, I'm starting like crazy. This team was a second overall in our conference with Joel Embiid and Tyrese Halliburton, which is crazy. 30 points per game from Joel Embiid. Do I think we could beat this team? Probably not. But you never know. Game number 1 is a loss. Game number 2 is a win. And 3. Okay, so we're up 2-1 against Joel Embiid and Tyrese Halliburton, which is insane. I did not think we were going to be able to do that, but let's see if we can defeat them in this round. We're up 3-1. Tyrese Maxey drops 36 on his old friend Joel Embiid. RJ Barrett 24. Let's go. Embiid's still playing good, but we're playing better right now. Are we going to gentleman sweep Joel Embiid and the Indiana Pacers? And we do just that. Okay, and we're in the conference finals. I did not expect that. Maxey's playing amazing. RJ Barrett's playing good. Pascal Siakam's playing amazing. Caleb Martin isn't playing the best, but his defense is amazing, so we're going to leave him in our starting lineup. Mark Williams is playing good. Yabusele is playing good. Scottie Pippen is good. Mitchell Robinson, Jared McCain. Let's go. Now we're going to be going up against the Boston Celtics or the Cleveland Cavaliers. And somehow the Cavs were a play-in team. That does not sit right because right now they're the first seed and they've only lost 1 game in real life. And we're going up against the Cleveland Cavaliers, who are probably one of the best teams in the league. We're going to come up with a coach game plan against this team. And then once we do, let's see if we're going to be making it to the finals in our first season of this rebuild. I did not even expect us to make it this far. We were a play-in team and we were the 6th seed and barely made it to the playoffs. So this is surprising that we made it all the way to the conference finals. So let's see if we're going to make it even further than that. So I came up with a coach game plan against the Cleveland Cavaliers. Honestly, I don't think we could beat this team even though they were the 8th seed, which makes absolutely no sense. Once again, I'm surprised by that, but I don't think we're going to be making it to the finals, especially when we're versing Donovan Mitchell and the rest of the Cleveland Cavaliers. But let's see, you never know. Game 1 is a win. So Tyrese Maxey drops 46 points in the first game of the conference finals. Game number 2 is also a win. Okay, Maxey with 38, 30-point double-double from Pascal Siakam. Are we going to go up 3-0? And we do just that. Okay, so our team may be really good, but I'm surprised in the regular season we were not good at all. But now we're playing good, and that's all that matters. Are we going to sweep the Cleveland Cavaliers? We do not. Gentlemen sweep? We do. Okay. Maxey drops 40 points. He's averaging almost 32 points per game. RJ Barrett is playing amazing. Our whole team is playing amazing right now. And now we're either going to get the Dallas Mavericks or the Minnesota Timberwolves. And I don't think we're going to be able to beat either of these teams. They're just way too good, especially if we get the Dallas Mavericks. Well, they're both amazing. And the Minnesota Timberwolves somehow got 84 overall Chris Paul. He's progressed in 2K. He's up to 84 overall now. And we get Luka Doncic, Kyrie Irving, and Klay Thompson. Tyrese Maxey is the Eastern Conference Finals MVP, and Luka Doncic is a Western Conference Finals MVP. This is going to be a hard game, a hard series for us to win. I don't think we're going to be able to do it, but let's see. Game number 1 is a loss. So is game 2. I'm going to come up with a coach game plan, and let's see if we can defeat them, which I highly doubt. So I put defenders on Luka Doncic, Kyrie Irving, and Klay Thompson, since those are their main 3 scorers on this team. But I highly doubt that's going to make much of a difference. Let's see. And yup, we're down 3-0, and it looks like we are being sent to Cancun. Hopefully it's not a sweep. Okay, at least it's not a sweep. So yeah, RJ Barrett 35, but it looks like it may be a gentleman sweep, and it's not. Are we going to come back from a 3-0 lead that they had on us? Let's see. That would be crazy. I don't think I've ever done that. Well, I believe I have, but I don't recall the last time. And it's a close game so far. We do have the lead, but they are pushing back. And oh my god, we're taking them to a game 7. RJ Barrett drops 31, 27 from Pascal Siakam, 24 from Tyrese Maxey. This would be insane if we're able to defeat them after they had a 3-0 lead on us. That would be history. That's never been done before in the NBA. But let's see if we can do it for the first time. They do have a crazy lead on us. And yeah, it looks like they're going to be defeating us, sadly. We almost came back, but we're not ready yet. Tyrese Maxey is still 20. He just turned 24 years old. He's going to be progressing, as well as RJ Barrett, Mark Williams. We have a really young team, and a lot of them will be still progressing. So yeah, we'll see this offseason how much they progress. And yeah, I'll see you guys this offseason if we're going to be making any moves. Luka Doncic wins Finals MVP. So we didn't have any NBA drafts, which I'm totally fine with this offseason. We are going to pick up the team option, on Mark Williams. I didn't know Andre Drummond had a player option for the second season, but he does. I thought he was only on a 1-year contract, but it looks like we'll be having him around for another year. And then Eric Gordon, I guess we'll let him walk, where we haven't been playing him anyways. He hasn't played for us at all, not even a single minute. So we're going to let Eric Gordon walk. And let's see if we have to bring back anyone in free agency. I don't think... Okay, so we have to bring back Yabusele. I totally forgot about that. And I'm planning on bringing him back. He was playing amazing for us in his first season with our team. As you guys can see, his efficiency was phenomenal. His defense was good. He's a good rebounder, and he can play make a little bit, which is phenomenal. So I'm planning on bringing him back. Hopefully we have the salary to do just that. I guess we'll find out. Let's see. And we do not have bird rights on him, which sucks. So we may not be able to bring back Yabusele. And that's going to suck if we're not able to. Let's see. Yeah, he wants $12 million. He is on a restricted free agent, so that means we will be able to bring him back, which is amazing. I did not know that. But now we do. So that's the only player we have to bring back. Jericho Sims, we're definitely not bringing him back. And let's see if there's any other players that we have to bring back. So yeah, we basically have all our good players on a contract. I think I'm going to be trading away Grant Williams for a first-round pick, since we're probably not going to be needing him. And possibly be trading away Adam Bonoff also for a pick, because he's not going to be progressing and he won't be playing for us since we already have 2 amazing centers. Once I'm finished doing that, I'll see you guys at the start of season number 2. We're not going to be making any trades yet. We may make some trades the coming trade deadline, but not this off season. So I'll see you guys at the start of season number 2. I lied. I said we're not going to be making any trades this offseason, but we are doing just that. We're sending Pascal Siakam back to the Toronto Raptors. Obviously, the Raptors wouldn't pull this trade off in real life, but these videos are not meant to be hyper realistic. So we're going to be pulling this trade off. We get a 23-year-old Scotty Barnes who's still to enter his prime. Amazing offensive player, defender, playmaker, all of the above. Scotty Barnes can literally do everything. Pascal Siakam's 31. He played amazing for us, but he's probably going to start regressing in the next few seasons since he's getting up there in age. And we can get ourselves back a young power forward in Scotty Barnes, so we're going to do just that. And that's it for this offseason. I'll see you guys at the start of season number 2. So I know I said we weren't going to be making any more trades this offseason, but I totally forgot we had one of the worst defenses in the league the previous season. So we're going to need ourselves a new starting shooting guard that's a good defender. We're still going to keep our boy Jared McCain on our team, obviously. We're not trading him, but he will be our 6th man and our starting shooting guard. And the reason for that is him and Tyrese Maxey are both pretty short. They're not really the best defenders. And yeah, we need a good defensive shooting guard. We can get ourselves Herb Jones. They want 3 first-round picks, which I think is a little overpay for Herb Jones. They have him coming off of the bench for CJ McConnell. They're only playing him around 20 minutes per game, but their price is way too high. 3 first-round picks and Caleb Martin and Grant Williams is a lot for Herb Jones. We can also probably get ourselves Mikal Bridges, so I'm deciding on who we should select from Mikal Bridges or Herb Jones. Once I come up with that decision, I'll be showing you guys who we're going to pick. So I decided we're going to choose Herb Jones. The reason for that is he's on a longer contract and a pretty cheap contract. Mikal Bridges is on an expiring contract. Herb Jones is an amazing 3-point shooter and one of the best shooting guard defenders in the league. So in order to pull this trade off, we're also going to have to take another player to make the salaries match. Jose Alvarado's value is way too high. TJ McConnell's is lower, so I guess we're going to have to go with TJ McConnell and throw them a bunch of first-round picks. Which sucks, but it is what it is. So let's see if this gets it done. Holy, they want 4 first-round picks? That's way too high. I'm definitely not giving 4 first-round picks for Herb Jones. First, they wanted 3. Now they're asking for 4? Okay, this trade is definitely not happening. I am not giving them 4 first-round picks for Herb Jones. We're going for Mikal Bridges. Here we are for Mikal Bridges. Watch this trade get done in like 1 or 2 first-round picks, where the New Orleans Pelicans were being greedy. 4 first-round picks for Herb Jones? No, that's not happening. And on top of that, Caleb Martin and Grant Williams. Let's see if this trade does get pulled off, which it doesn't, and this is where our picks will come in handy. 2 first-round picks still doesn't get it done, but let's see if 2 extra second rounders get it done, and it doesn't. So we're gonna have to give up 3 first-round picks. I was down to give up 3 first-round picks for Herb Jones, but 4 definitely not. And oh my god, we may have to give up 4 over here as well. And that's what it's looking like. So the New York Knicks are also being greedy. We might just have to go and pick up Herb Jones by the looks of it. So yeah, whatever, it is what it is. We're going to give the New Orleans Pelicans what they want. After we could trade TJ McConnell for first-round picks, since we don't need him anyways. We already have 2 point guards, and I like Scottie Pippen Jr. as our backup point guard. So let's go ahead and give them what they want. We also get their center, which I'm fine with, since we can also trade him away for a pick or 2. So let's go ahead and acquire ourselves Herb Jones, our new starting shooting guard, one of the best defenders in the league. And that's it for this offseason. I'll be seeing you guys at the start of season number 2. That was a lot harder than I expected, but we got it done, and that's all that matters. So we're able to re-sign Mark Williams and Mitchell Robinson, which we're going to do. Let's see how much money they want. So Mitchell Robinson doesn't want much, $15 million. And Mark Williams only wants $17 million, which is a steal in my opinion. Hopefully he progresses really well as well. This extension will be a steal. So I'm going to go ahead and sign both of them back on this team. And yeah. We're here at the start of season number 2, and I believe this season we're most definitely a championship team. Our young players progressed. We have a stacked team, so we have a really good chance at winning the championship this season, but I don't want to get too carried away with it because I thought the same thing the previous season, and clearly we made it all the way to the finals but lost. This will be our starting five: Tyrese Maxey, Herb Jones, RJ Barrett, Scotty Barnes, and Mark Williams. Amazing starting five. Probably one of the best starting fives in the NBA, in my opinion. And then off the bench, we're going to have the future sixth man of the year, Jared McCain. I think he could win sixth player of the year this season for sure. And then Mitchell Robinson, Yabusele, and Scottie Pippen Jr. And remember when we got Missy from, I believe that's how you pronounce his last name, Yves Missy? I don't know how to pronounce it, I'll just call him Missy. I think that's how you say it, from the New Orleans Pelicans. We have him as a backup center also. In case Mitchell Robinson isn't playing good, we can insert Missy into the rotation. And as you guys can see, his rebounding is insane. He averaged 5 offensive rebounds per 36 minutes. So we have him in case we need to insert him into the bench unit, which we can do anytime. Let's see how we're going to play against the first game against the Detroit Pistons. And it's a loss, which obviously is kind of understandable. Our team chemistry still needs to be built. I don't think we're going to be pulling off any more trades this season, but if I do, I'll see you guys at the trade deadline. If not, hopefully I'll be seeing you guys in the playoffs. We're here at the end of season number 2, where Luka Doncic wins MVP, Cooper Flag Rookie of the Year, Josh Giddey wins 6th Player of the Year. Could have been our boy McCain, but it was Josh Giddey, sadly. Wemby wins Deep Hoist, Stephon Castle Most Improved, Anthony Edwards wins Clutch Player of the Year, Jason Kidd Coach of the Year, and we win Executive of the Year. As you guys can see in the bottom left corner, we won 58 games and lost only 24. Let's see if we get any All-NBA selections here. Do we? I see one here. We get Scotty Barnes. No Tyrese Maxey. Okay. So we don't get Tyrese Maxey again. Kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Do we get anyone on All-Defensive team? We do not. Okay, even though we had many, many good defensive players. That's all right, because we were the first seed. For some reason, our defense was horrible again for this season. And then I had to switch our head coach for a different head coach. And finally, it started being a little better, but still wasn't the best, as you guys can see. Before, we were the 8th worst defensive team. Either we were the 7th worst or the 8th. We were basically, we were one of the worst teams for defense in the league. After switching coaches, we got a little better, but not by much. We're still the 14th worst defense in the league. We're not a top defending team, but we are the number 1 offensive team, which is good to see. But our defense isn't good for some reason. Hopefully we can make that better next season, but let's see if we're still going to be able to win a championship. Let me show you guys the player stats. Our players played absolutely phenomenal. And I don't understand why our defense is bad, because I'll show you guys right now. As you guys can see, our defense is a 4-star system proficiency. So I'm not sure why our defense is bad. Our starting 5, we have amazing defenders in it. And off the bench also, which makes absolutely no sense. But it is what it is. I'm not sure why that is. Even when I try rebuilding the Phoenix Suns, it's so hard to make their defense good for some reason. There's some teams that have horrible defense for no absolute reason at all. Here's the player stats for our team. Tyrese Maxey was a leading scorer with 26 points per game. I'm surprised he didn't make All-NBA, but he was an All-Star this season. Last season he wasn't somehow, which made no sense. Scotty Barnes, 21.5 points per game. Amazing get for us. He played phenomenal offense and defense. Almost 20 points per game from RJ Barrett. He's shooting amazing from the 3-point line also. 13.3 from Jared McCain. Almost 12 from Mark Williams. 11 from Herb Jones. Amazing get for us. A good defender. And he was an amazing 3-point shooter for us. Yabusele, 7.5 points. 7 from Missy. We didn't play Missy. We only played him in 10 games, as you guys can see. And then Trey Jones I picked up in free agency, and the reason for that is our backup point guard was playing horrible. I'll show you guys here in a second. 5.5 from Mitchell Robinson. Here's our backup point guard. For some reason, he was not playing like he did the previous season, as you guys can see. His efficiency was horrible. And yeah, so I decided to sign Trey Jones on a 1-year contract. That way he could be our backup point guard. And now I'm going to fix up our player minutes and hopefully we can win our team a championship. So I fixed up our player minutes, and in round number 1, we're going to be going up against the Brooklyn Nets. Dennis Schroeder is up to an 84 overall. That is insane. And then Cam Thomas is up to 86. Cam Johnson is up to 82. This team isn't the best, but they're not the worst team either. They have Naz Reid as their starting center now. And obviously we know he's an amazing player. Let's see if we can defeat this team. I think we should be able to pretty easily. Game 1 is a win. Game 2 is also a win. Herb Jones is leading the way this game with 24 points. Game 3, we're up 3-0 just like that. Scotty Barnes, 31 points. Tyrese Maxey, 26. Herb Jones is going off these first few games. He's averaging 20 points per game. Are we going to sweep them? And we do. Let's go. Here is our player stats. Tyrese Maxey had 42 points. Scotty Barnes had a 24-point double-double. He's playing phenomenal. RJ Barrett's playing good. Mark Williams, our whole team is playing good. Let's see who we're going to get in the next round. It's going to be the Boston Celtics from the looks of it, and it is. Okay. The Toronto Raptors still have Paul George and Pascal Siakam. We made this team, honestly, good in my opinion. We gave them Paul George and Pascal Siakam back. And this team was a 4th seed, as you guys can see. But now we get one of the deadliest teams in the NBA. Probably the deadliest team in the NBA, the Boston Celtics, who have Drew Holiday, Derek White, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, and Kristaps Porzingis off the bench, Peyton Pritchard. Oh my god. They also have Clint Capella. Yeah, this team is good. Let's see if we can defeat them. Game 1 is a win. RJ Barrett drops 26 points. Let's go. Game number 2 is also a win. RJ Barrett leads the way with 24-point double-double. Game number 3, we're up 3-0 against the Boston Celtics. Tyrese Maxey, 27 points. Are we going to sweep them? And we do somehow. Okay, let's go. And almost their whole team was in double-digit scoring, but we had better offense and defense. Scotty Barnes dropped 48 points, 27 from Maxey, 19, 18. Let's see how Mark Williams is playing. He's playing amazing. Jared McCain, he's playing good, shooting 40% from the three-point line. Yeah, our whole team is playing good. Let's see how Trey Jones is playing. He's playing good. His playmaking is good. He's shooting good efficiency. He's not a good three-point shooter, as we all already know. Mitchell Robinson, good rebounding and rim protecting. Let's go. Now we're either going to get the Pacers or the Detroit Pistons. And we get the Pistons. In 2K simulation, somehow this team is a lot better than real life. As you guys can see, they were the number 2 seed. They have OG Anunoby coming off of their bench, Marcus Sasser, Ron Holland. But we're obviously a better team than them, but let's see what 2K Simulation thinks. Game 1 is a win. Scotty Barnes drops 38-37 from Maxey also. Game number 2 is also a win. Scotty Barnes with 28 points. Game 3, we're up 3-0. Let's go. Scotty Barnes, the 31-point double-double. Are we going to sweep them? We do not, but a gentleman's sweep, and we do. Let's go. Maxey with 32. RJ Barrett, 21, 18 from Scotty. Now we're either getting the San Antonio Spurs or the Dallas Mavericks. And we versed the Dallas Mavericks last season in the finals and lost to them. So honestly, I don't know which team I would rather verse. The San Antonio Spurs are looking good. Chris Paul wanted to retire the past offseason. We overturned his retirement. Maybe we shouldn't have done that, but it is what it is. And yep, we get the San Antonio Spurs and Victor Wembanyama, who wins Western Conference Finals MVP. Scotty Barnes wins Eastern Conference Finals MVP. I think we're the better team, but let's see what happens. Game 1 is a win. Tyrese Maxey drops 33 points. Let's go. Game number 2 is also a win. Tyrese Maxey 29, a 25-point double-double from RJ Barrett. Let's go. And are we going to go up 3-0? We do not. Okay, Wemby drops 28 points and 26 rebounds. That is insane. 30 from Maxey. Our team didn't play good offense this game, but hopefully we can in game number 4, which we do. We're up 3-1, just like that. Scotty Barnes, 35 points, 31 from Maxey. Can we, gentlemen, sweep them? We do not. Their team's defense is amazing. They're holding us to like under 100 points every game almost. And yep, we're going to a game 7. This is where we're going to come up with a coach game plan and see if we're going to lose in game 7 and be sent to Cancun for the second time in the NBA Finals, or are we finally going to win ourselves a championship? So I did not even realize this team is way more stacked on their bench. They have Dante DiVincenzo and also Rui Hachimura, which I did not see. They also have Ben Simmons. Okay, I did not know that. Harrison Barnes, this team is pretty stacked. No wonder they're the 2nd seed. But let's see if we can beat them here in game 7, which I hope we're able to do and win our team a championship. So far, we do have the lead by quite a bit. They are pushing back. We're up by 17, 7 minutes remaining. And it looks like we are going to be winning a championship for the Philadelphia 76ers. Let's go. We are the 2026 NBA champions. We have done it. Let's go. Scotty Barnes wins Finals MVP. Amazing get for us again. I love Scotty Barnes' playstyle, and he fit our team perfectly. We're going to run it back one more season and see if we can win our team a 2nd championship, which hopefully we're able to do. We're going to run it with the same core since we do have our team locked up on contracts. So yeah, we're going to see if we can win our team a 2nd championship in this rebuild. This was the playoff stats for our team. 25 from Maxey, 25 from Scotty, 20 from RJ Barrett, 12 from Herb, and then the rest of the team, and then the finals. I'm surprised Tyrese Maxey did not win Finals MVP. He averaged 7 more points than Scotty, which makes no sense. 27 from Maxey, 21.5 from RJ Barrett, 20 from Scotty, and then the rest of the team down here. But yeah, we're going to run it back with the same exact team. We have all our good players locked up on contracts, and let's see if we can win ourselves another championship. I'll be seeing you guys in the next season playoffs. The last season of the rebuild is going to end phenomenally. And that is because our boy Scotty Barnes wins MVP. I have never seen Scotty Barnes win an MVP. I was not even expecting him to win an MVP, but he did just that, averaging 26 points per game, 9 rebounds, 6 assists, 1.5 steals, a block and a half per game, shooting almost 50, 40, 80. I was surprised by this. I thought it was going to be Luka again or someone else, but when I seen Scotty Barnes, that is amazing. The last season of the rebuild, our boy wins an MVP. That is already a win in my opinion. AJ DeBonsta wins Rookie of the Year. Trey Johnson, 6th player. Wemby, Depoy. Cam Whitmore, Most Improved. Paulo Banchero, Clutch. Jason Kidd, Coach of the Year. He's with the Cleveland Cavaliers now. We win Executive of the Year, winning 64 games and losing only 18. And obviously, Scotty Barnes is going to be on All-NBA First Team after winning the MVP. And there he is, Scotty Barnes on All-NBA First Team at the top of the All-NBA First Team list. That is amazing. I'm so surprised. I'm still surprised that he won this. He obviously played phenomenal, but usually I've never seen Scotty Barnes win an MVP. So that was the last thing that I was expecting to see, but we saw just that, and it's amazing. And do we get any other players here? We do not. Alperen Şengün is on All-NBA Second Team. I believe this may be the first time seeing him here. No Tyrese Halliburton one. Sorry. Oh my god, I keep confusing Tyrese Maxey's name with Halliburton whenever I see Halliburton. But no Tyrese Maxey, which is whatever. He still played phenomenal. No all-defensive team appearances either, which is also fine because we were the first seed. Our defense this season was a lot better than the previous season, and I think that's because we moved on from Nick Nurse. Nick Nurse is an amazing defender, so I don't understand how we had one of the worst defenses in the league. Makes absolutely no sense. But let me show you guys the player stats before we get into the playoffs. So obviously, Scottie Barnes was our leading scorer, 26 points per game. Amazing efficiency, amazing season for Scottie Barnes. I raised his shot tendency to 99, and clearly it worked out. He was our number one leading scorer. Tyrese Maxey was right behind him with 22 points per game. Then RJ Barrett with 18.5. Jared McCain is up to a 91 overall. That is insane in his third season. I do have progression set at 60, but it does not progress the players that much faster that he would be at a 91 overall. That is crazy. After the last update on 2K, obviously he went up to 84 overall, and they must have changed his potential or what his overall will be in the future, clearly, since he's a 91 overall. That is insane. He was playing amazing as our sixth man. How did he not win Sixth Player of the Year? That does not make sense at all. Because as you guys can see, he was amazing, but it is what it is. 11 points from Herb Jones, 11 from Mark Williams, 7 from Malik Thomas. I forgot to mention, we had the 9th overall pick in the previous season, and we went ahead and selected this guy right here. But I switched him out towards the end of the season for our boy, Nickeil Alexander-Walker. We had the 9th overall pick. It was a LA Clippers pick. I'm not sure if the Philadelphia 76ers have that in real life or we acquired that in the video. I don't remember. And then Mitchell Robinson and the rest of the team. We played phenomenal. Let me fix up our player minutes and let's see if we could win our team another championship. So I fixed up our player minutes, and in round 1 we're going up against Trae Young and the Atlanta Hawks. Dyson Daniels in real life has been playing crazy good. He's at the moment of this recording, he's averaging like 3-point-something steals per game. He's the perfect fit for the Atlanta Hawks to have beside Trae Young. Zachary Risachet is up to 85 overall. Jalen Johnson 87. Jalen Johnson also another player who in real life has progressed like crazy. He is playing amazing. And yeah, let's see what their bench is looking like actually. So they have a pretty stacked bench also, to be honest. A really stacked bench. But I still think we're the better team. Let's see what 2K thinks. Game 1 is a loss. Game 2 is a win. Let's go. 30 from Maxey, almost 30 from RJ Barrett. Game number 3 is also a win. This time Scottie Barnes led the way with a 29-point double-double. We're up 3-1. Maxey with 27, a 25-point double-double from our boy Scottie Barnes. And Jared McCain is playing absolutely phenomenal as our sixth man. Gentleman sweep? Yes, it is. Let's go. Maxey drops 42 points. McCain with 24. Scottie Barnes with the triple-double. Let's go. And now we get ourselves the Brooklyn Nets, who somehow were the 4th seed. Okay, so their team, they rebuilt this team honestly really good. They got Nolan Traore. They drafted him. Cam Thomas, Tari Eason, who's a good defender and a decent offensive player. Jaren Jackson is obviously, we already know how good of a player he is, and DeAndre Ayton. But I think we're the better team. Let's see, game 1 we lose. Okay. So they're up 1-0, but we tie the series back up. Scottie drops a 40 bomb. Can we go up 2-1? And we do. Let's go. Maxey with 30, RJ Barrett with 30. Jared McCain is playing phenomenal as our sixth man. We're up 3-1. We may be winning ourselves another championship. This time RJ Barrett drops a triple-double. His efficiency is pretty bad. Hopefully he can start playing better. I guess we'll find out. Did he have any triple-doubles in the regular season? No, he didn't. So he gets his first ever triple-double in the playoffs. Let's see if we're going to gentleman sweep them, which we do. Let's go. Maxey with 27. Scottie Barnes with the 25-point double-double. And now we're going up against the 2nd seed, the Cleveland Cavaliers. This team is deadly. They have Jalen Tyson, who's up to 82 overall. Okay. Let's see how many games this team won. So they had the same exact win-loss ratio as us. Oh, God. They won 64 games and lost only 18. The same exact as us, as you guys can see on the left side of the screen there. So this team is going to be hard to beat. Let's see what their bench is looking like. Okay, they have Norman Powell off their bench. That is insane. Johnny Davis is up to 80 overall. Okay. I think we're the better team. Let's see. Game 1 is a win. Tyrese Maxey drops 28 points. Game number 2 is also a win. Maxey 32, Scotty Barnes 26. Game 3, we lose. Evan Mobley is going off. Holy, he's averaging 25 points per game, shooting 46% from the 3-point line. Let's see what his 3-point overall is. It's an 84 somehow. Okay. That is scary. If Evan Mobley could become a really good 3-point shooter, he's going to be one of the best players in the league. He already is one of the best for sure. And they tie the series up. This is where we come up with our coach game plan, so I'm going to do just that. So I came up with a pretty good coach game plan. I think we should be able to beat this team, to be honest, but let's see if we're able to do that. We're going to jump into Simcast for the last few games. They do have the lead, but now we do. But can we keep the lead? Hopefully we can. We're up by 6 minutes remaining. We're up by 9, 4 minutes remaining. We're up by 10, 1 minute remaining. And it looks like we are going to be winning this game. Let's go. Maxey with 45 points. He barely shot any 3-pointers, but that's all right, because he dropped 45 points and then 39 from Scotty. Clearly our coach game plan worked. Let's see how our defense was. It was all right, not the best, but we still held them to less points than us, and that's all that matters. Hopefully we can beat this game and not take it to a game 7. Let's see. They do have the lead, but we're pushing back and we take the lead from them. Now let's keep it. We're up by 2, 5 minutes remaining, and now they tie the game up. Oh, God. The game is tied, and this is where we're going to jump in. 25 seconds left. The game is tied at 111 apiece. That is insane. Okay, let's do this. Let's see if we can win this game, which hopefully we can do. Tyrese Maxey, Jared McCain. I want to make a few switches here. Oh, my God. Don't tell me RJ Barrett's fouled out, and he is. Okay. Well, then I guess we're going to run with this rotation. Let's see how our team is playing so far. Scotty, 29, 20 from Maxey. His efficiency is horrible, but that's all right. Why is he not shooting the 3-pointer? He's not shooting the 3-point shot much for some reason. Jared McCain. Yeah, RJ Barrett fouled out in 23 minutes. We could have used you on the floor right now. If we had him, we probably would have been winning this game by a few points. But now we're losing and they have the ball. Let's see if we can get a stop here, which hopefully we can. Otherwise, we are doomed. They're going to try shooting with Donovan Mitchell. I already know this. They're trying to waste the time here. Okay, that's a miss. Do we have a timeout? Yes, we do. Timeout. Let's go. I'm going to score at 0 seconds. Buzzer beater. Clutch shot. Watch this. Let's not make any changes to our rotation. Yep, that's fine. Holy, this is scary. I want to get the ball to Scotty Barnes and run for a layup. I think that would be the best thing. Actually, we have Evan Mobley is on him, so this is going to be harder than I thought. Oh, God. Oh, was that in? Okay, I was trying to pass Maxey the ball, but it wasn't getting to him for some reason. And we shot at the Yep, we won with a buzzer beater. What did I say? I was going to hit a buzzer beater, and I was not expecting that, but it went in somehow. Let's go. That is crazy. I was trying to get Maxey the ball, but we passed it to I don't even know who that was. I think it was Herb Jones. but we win with a buzzer beater. I'll see you guys in the NBA Finals. Let's go. That was an insane shot by Tyrese Maxey. I thought we were going to run out of time because the ball wasn't getting passed to the player I wanted to pass it to. And also something I learned, we have Jordan Clarkson on our team, which I did not know. It's kind of cool. We can win him a championship before he retires. We also have Gary Payton. And we got Justin Champagnie from the computer generated when you don't have enough players on your team, the simulation computer generates the players automatically on your team, and that's what it did, and it picked us up Jordan Clarkson. So we can win him his first championship. Let's see who we're going to be facing, the New Orleans Pelicans or the OKC Thunder. I would much rather verse the New Orleans Pelicans. They're the 8th seed. I don't even know how they made it this far, but they did somehow. Yeah, I would much rather verse this team than the Thunder. But of course, we get the OKC Thunder, Chet Holmgren, Western Conference Finals MVP, Scotty Barnes, Eastern Conference Finals MVP. It could have been our boy Tyrese Maxey, and it should be Tyrese Maxey. I'm most definitely switching this over right now. He's averaging 28 points per game in the conference finals. That's what he averaged, but somehow they want to give it to Scotty Barnes. Now we get ourselves a deadly team in the OKC Thunder. Who was the first seed over here? The Sacramento Kings were the number 1 seed. Okay, that makes no sense. I've never seen them be the 1 seed in my life other than today. That is crazy. Somehow this team was a first seed. Let's see if we can win ourselves another championship. Game number 1 is a win. RJ Barrett 34 from Scotty Barnes as well. Game number 2 is also a win. Let's go. 43 from Scotty Barnes, a 33-point double-double from Scotty. Did I say 43 from Scotty? I meant to say 43 from Tyrese Maxey, sorry. And then Williams had a 24-point double-double. Let's go. Can we go up 3-0? And we do not. I wasn't expecting us to sweep this team anyways. Please don't tie the series up, and of course, they do just that. Let's come up with a coach game plan here before we advance, and then I'll see you guys once I'm done. So I came up with a pretty good coach game plan in my opinion. We put Herb Jones on Shea. Obviously, we need someone to guard him at all times, and Herb Jones is one of our best probably the best defender in our starting lineup. And let's see if that's going to work out in our favor or not. We are going to jump into Simcast for the last few games. So far, they have the lead on us. Please tell me we can come back. They're up by 5, 9 minutes remaining. Tie game, 4 minutes remaining. Can we win? We're up by 4, 1 minute remaining. Let's slow it down in case we need to jump in. Okay, so we're up by 3. And let me guess, they're going to hit a clutch shot. So they hit a free throw, and this is where I'm going to jump in and get a stop for our team to win this game. Let's see if we can do just that. Jared McCain is in, which is not a smart decision to have at a close game like this, since we need our defenders out here. Especially when they have the ball, and we don't even have a timeout to call, so yeah. Let's see if we can get a stop here, which I hope we can. That should be a violation, shouldn't it? Bro took like 100. It took forever to pass the ball in there. Why is Maxey on Shea? Yes! Holy cow. They almost won that game or tied up the game right at the end. But Mitchell Robinson almost got that block and scared Shea and made a miss. I'll see you guys in the next game. That was insane defense at the last possession they had from Mitchell Robinson to help secure us that win. Here's the player stats for our team. Let's see how our defense was. It was good on Shea. We held him to shooting below 50% from the field. And as we know, he's above a 50% field goal shooter. Let's see if we can beat them this game. Hopefully they don't push it to a game 7, which would suck. I think we can win this game. Let's see what happens. We have the lead. so far by quite a bit. And it looks like we are going to be winning unless they have a crazy comeback, which they will not. Let's go. They almost had a comeback. The last quarter, sorry. They scored 15 more points than us in the last quarter. That is insane. 32 points from RJ Barrett, 28 from Scotty, 23 from Maxi, 16 from Jared McCain, Herb Jones. Let's see how our defense was. Our defense was good. We held Shea to 21 points. Let's go. That's really good. Let's see who's going to win the finals MVP. Scotty Barnes again. Let's see if he deserved it this time, because last season he was averaging 20 points per game and he got it somehow when Maxi was averaging like 28. So Maxi 26.5. I think we should give this season finals MVP to Tyrese Maxey. I think he deserves it. Scotty Barnes already won one. Let's overturn it and give it to Maxey. He most definitely deserves it. So that's exactly what we're going to do. Tyrese Maxey is a finals MVP. And we won the Philadelphia 76ers 2 championships, rebuilding around our boy Tyrese Maxey, trading away Joel Embiid and Paul George, and clearly it worked out for the 76ers. Here's the player stats for the playoffs. 27 from Maxey, 25.5 from Scotty, 20 from RJ, almost 17 from Jared McCain, 10 from Herb Jones, almost 10 from Mark Williams, and then the rest of the team. And then the finals, let's see here, Scotty Barnes, 27 points per game, 26.5 from Tyrese Maxey, 22 from RJ Barrett, 14 from Jared McCain, 10.5 from Herb Jones, 9 from Mark Williams, and then the rest of the team. I hope you guys enjoyed this rebuild around Tyrese Maxey. I had a lot of fun doing this, to be honest. This was a fun rebuild to do around Tyrese Maxey. It worked out in the end. We won him 2 championships and won the 76ers 2 championships. If you guys did enjoy this video, please make sure to drop a thumbs up, subscribe if you are new. We're almost at 100 subscribers. Also comment down below what video you guys would like to see next, and I'll make sure to upload that video soon. Until next time, it's your boy Dragon, and I'm out. Peace.